Hey guys, good morning and welcome to the Bates House. Today I'm coming at you guys with a Facebook haul, and I don't think I've ever done a Facebook marketplace haul on the channel, which is pretty exciting because there are some really cool things here. I typically share everything with you guys on Instagram that I get off of Facebook because it's only like one furniture piece or like 6 furniture pieces, but there's really no way to do like an actual haul. That being said, I was actually going to get a dresser to repurpose into a buffet to put to put in the space where I got the antique table that I showed you guys in one of the previous hauls. In that house, they were actually getting rid of a bunch of stuff. So they had a lot of smalls and they had stuff kind of spread throughout the house that they were just willing to give away, and then items that they were really kind of like wanting a few bucks on, but really didn't want to give a price. So it'd be just like, oh, give us 20 bucks or something like that. So when we went to go pick up the dresser, we had it all loaded and they wound up giving us so much other stuff. And I felt guilty about just taking it because I loved all of the things and I felt like I had to give something in return. So we gave them, I think we were going to give them 20 bucks and they only had like $23, or they only had like 3 ones or something like that. Anyway, so it wound up being like 22, 23 bucks for everything I'm about to show you, which like I would drop that in a heartbeat over again. So this one's not going to be an hour-long haul because there's not as much stuff, but I do have to get my mom up pretty soon to go and get ready so that we can go get her COVID test done. The hubby and I are finally COVID free. We have been, I think for like a little over a week now or something like that. I can't even remember. It's all just like such a blur. And my mom's test came back positive, but her symptoms were kind of subsiding and she was on the up end of it. So we figured we would just take her back to get retested, and that's what we're gonna go do today. Hopefully it comes back negative. Anyway, let's get started with this $22, $23 Facebook Marketplace haul, which is just incredible. Starting with the tiniest, cutest little item. Check this out. It is a gorgeous kind of custardy yellow glass hen. And it is, oh, it's gonna be hard to get this to stay focused. Hold on. Okay, so I had to turn on the lights so that it wouldn't kind of go in and out with the focus. But anyway, so I got this gorgeous kind of custardy yellow hen trinket thing, and every single time I get on video, I can't remember what these things are called, but it is so tiny and so yellow and so cute. So that was the first item. Next is this little milk glass toothpick holder, and I left the toothpicks in there. She just grabbed it and wrapped it up, and I was just like, okay, but I'm not gonna keep them, of course. They will get thrown out. But it is a milk glass hobnail Fenton toothpick holder. Very cute. I don't know if that's what it's actually for, but that's what they had it for, so I grabbed that. So I'm not a huge milk glass person, but there were several in this house that I thought were beautiful and I was so happy to get. I even grabbed one for my mom and I know she loves it. I showed that to you guys on Instagram. I think I have a boomerang, and I'll try to do an overlay for you so you can see that one because I don't have it here anymore. Anyway, it's got this pretty like ruffle detailing up here, and then of course all the hobnails, and then there's hobnails around the bottom here. Very pretty, and that was also a part of just the whole lump sum of the 20 bucks, which is crazy. And I'm looking around and there's actually quite a bit of milk glass in here, and that's kind of funny because I never really gravitate towards it unless it's like a certain thing. Next is this one. So there were 2 milk glass jars. I picked up one for myself that I actually very much liked. This one is very pretty. They are in perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with them. It is a great size. Look at that. That's almost like a freaking casserole dish. Look at that. Gorgeous. And I loved kind of like that clean line that it has. Very pretty look to it. And then the lid is so pretty. Check that out. So I thought that was beautiful. I actually left with just this one, and then when we were in the driveway, we were trying to make sure, we pulled out the driveway just so all the furniture and stuff could shift and we could make sure that we had everything strapped in good. So we pulled out of the driveway, we got out, we were checking everything, make sure everything was still in place, and she actually came out and asked us if everything was okay. And we were like, yeah, we're just making sure everything's good. You know, once you come out of the driveway and it does that first shift, you can kind of see what you need to fix and where you need to tighten things or whatever. She's like, oh, okay. And she goes, well, let us know if you need anything. And I was like, well, actually, I said, would you mind if I grabbed the other milk glass canister that y'all had that was on the table on the inside, you know, of this room or whatever? And she's like, oh yeah. So she goes in there, we go and grab it, and she's just like, here you go. And I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, thank you so much. I was like, my mom is gonna love this. So I gave it to my mom. So that was so awesome. I left with just the one at first, and then she let me go back in and get the other one. And it was almost like meant to be, because the moment we pulled out of the driveway, I couldn't stop thinking about that canister for my mom. So I was so happy to be able to get it for her. And then I picked up 2 of these milk glass canisters. They are the clasp or clamp canisters. One is very linear, and then one is very curvy and round. So I actually have one of these, and I really like this one. And if you can see in my pantry back there, we have a lot of glass jars for storage. But right here, there's this bar that goes all the way down, and that's where I keep my oil, my seasonings, and all of that good stuff. And I have one milk glass jar that I hauled some time ago, or I bought some time ago, and I use it for my lemon pepper. And we like using the brown, what are they called? The brown Crocs, geez. We like using the brown Crocs with the clasp on that bar top right there to hold all of our everyday seasonings, because the lids just come up. But I kind of like the fact that these have the clamp, because with the Crocs, when you pop that thing up, the lid kind of like shifts, and it's kind of scary because this is a ledge to the laundry room down here, and I don't want it to like pop off and slide and fall down and break, because that would just suck. So I did pick up these 2, and I'm thinking I'm gonna switch out some of the seasonings, put some of the more stationary seasonings that are up there into the brown ones, and then use these white ones there instead. Next milk glass item, which was very exciting, and I actually saw the ones that were missing from this around the kitchen, but I was like, oh, I don't want to ask for them, so I didn't. I will just piece them together eventually. Look at this. Mind you, all of this stuff that I'm showing you was 20 bucks. Look at this. OMG, it is a gorgeous milk glass vintage seasoning shelf. I actually have one of these. I'll try to do an overlay, just remind myself to do an overlay. I painted the shelf black whenever I was trying to accent with black vintage pieces. I turned all the bottles around, and they sit like this on the black shelf in my coffee station, and it looks so pretty. It's just a nice little decor piece, but these have their original labels. Mine does too. And there's 3 missing from here, but I went to Pennywise recently and I was able to find just 1 jar. So I'm gonna just fill these in on my own and pick them up as I see them out and about in the world. So how awesome is that? I'm so excited. I saw that and I was like, because it was hanging on the wall, and I go, how do you feel about that shelf? And she's like, take it. I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. This is so cool. Oh. Gorgeous, gorgeous shelf, 9 bottles, beautiful. So there is that. Well, sticking to shelves, I found, okay, so if you follow me on Instagram, which I say that about 20 times in every video, because I share everything with you guys on Instagram, like all day, every thought, everything. I share it with y'all on there, and I'm very active on there. So my stories is where you want to be if you want to see like the behind the scenes stuff at the Bates house, because that's where I share everything. I found these 2 mug racks, and they are huge and they are beautiful. Again, I'll try to add an overlay, and they make me so happy. And yes, I do know the hearts are upside down. That is a personal choice. I don't like hearts in my decor, so I flipped them upside down so that they could look like spades until I find an alternative solution, either popping out that piece, putting a new trim, whatever. But for now, they are gorgeous as they are. I just flipped them upside down. Also, Alma was like, oh, well, why don't you take some ribbon and thread it through, and it would just look like a ribbon trim. I was like, oh, I love my best friend. She is so creative and awesome, and she always has fantastic ideas, and it makes me so happy to run things by her because she offers great solutions. So I will be doing that. I will be running ribbon through for the different seasons to coordinate it to the decor. I saw this shelf on the wall in their dining room. I had to have it because these shelves actually go for really good money. And this one is a 6 cubby mug rack, which could easily sell or resell for about 40 to 50 bucks. How beautiful is that? And I was excited to find this one at their house, much less the 2 that I did find and I actually put into use. So this just is, I'm just in love. I absolutely love this. I'm so happy I was able to find it. I don't know where I'm gonna put it now that I got the 2 huge ones, but I don't even care. Like, I don't care. I do know. Y'all, I believe Jesus does all things for a purpose. So in my Instagram clip, I told you guys that I couldn't put those other 2 racks on the left wall because the left wall is a lot smaller and then the right wall is like super big for those shelves. Not super big, but big enough for those shelves. The left wall has the hubby's vintage mugs on there, and this will be perfect for it. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to be putting this one on the left wall because it will be perfect and match the vintage style of the other ones. Anyway, this was a part of the $20. Gorgeous mug rack. And I do like this one because it's a little more masculine and the hubby's vintage mugs will fit perfect in there. The hubby actually saw this one. He thought it was pretty cool. I was kind of on the fence about it, but the man was just like, take it, take it, take it. So I took it. It is this gorgeous, what is it? Geese or ducks? I think ducks. It's this gorgeous duck platter. And they said that they would always serve their Thanksgiving turkey on there. And oh my, like how awesome is the quality of the things of the past? Of course, it's not that dated, but it is beautiful. And if they served their dinner on this every year, look at the condition of it. It is stunning. There is no like scratching or ugliness to it. It has crazing, which is totally normal with things that withstand heat or are stored in hot spaces. But if you're putting turkeys on this platter, then you know you're going to get some heat to this dish. But it is just very pretty and still in gorgeous condition. No damage to it whatsoever. So I was so willing to just take it. Next, sticking to the kitchen, I guess, they had this set of steak knives sitting on the counter, and I was like, that's cool. And I actually have a set of serving knives in a like vintage plastic container, and they are also Sheffield. This is Regent Sheffield steak knives in this gorgeous wood holder. I love the little brass label on the front. Very pretty. And the hubby's always looking for a good steak knife. So like, why not? That's fantastic. Entertain outside in the outdoor kitchen. And I think that would be beautiful. So I picked up that. It's a whole complete little set and I thought it was great. So we are gonna be keeping these for our house. Next, I found some really cool vintage mugs. Now these I actually debated on keeping because I usually resell mugs in my eBay store, which will, today is the 23rd. Today is my mother's birthday. I closed the shop whenever I got sick because of course nothing that I do could be touched because of COVID, and I wasn't about to sit there and be messing with things that are gonna go to other people's homes. So I had to shut down the shop, make sure that nothing was exposed. And so I know some of you were actually looking for the shop in the recent videos, and that's why this will probably come out maybe today or tomorrow or something like that. But that is why the shop was closed and you couldn't find it, because we had COVID and I didn't want anything being touched or exposed or pulled out or nothing like that during that time frame. I usually list all of my mugs and stuff in the eBay store, but I found these two and I think I want to keep these. because I come across a lot of otagiri speckled pottery and stuff like that. This one doesn't, these don't have the sticker anymore that say otagiri on them, but I'm pretty sure of this style, and I'm pretty certain that it is vintage otagiri. Anyway, it is a set of 2 gorgeous speckled pottery mugs, but the reason I want to keep these is because the design on them is a gorgeous green color. And if you don't know, I absolutely love that muted green tone. So anyway, they are beautiful speckled pottery mugs. I would say about 12 ounces. And I am thinking I'm just gonna keep these because they're gorgeous. And now I have room in my new racks. So yeah, there's that. Found this. The guy was like, take that, take that. He's like, we got eggs, take them. Check this out. It's this gorgeous stand, right? Beautiful little stand. And then this gorgeous egg. That is beautiful. It's got a bird on there, or 2 birds, and that floral print. I thought that was very nice. He had several eggs on the table, but I felt like this is the only one that really grabbed my attention. All right, next I got this gorgeous Christmas teapots. OMG, guys. Check that out. That is absolutely adorable. It is vintage Taiwan. Look at it. Oh my goodness. And they actually had a few teapots, but this is the only one that I felt like I really wanted to grab. Like I said, I was wanting to grab everything and just like take all the things, but I kind of felt guilty. So I wanted to make sure that if I was going to offer them any money, that I kind of just stuck with what was reasonable. So I did just get this one. It is beautiful, gorgeous condition, perfect for Christmas decor, and I decorate vintage Christmas, so yeah, I got that. This was one that the hubby actually really liked, and he tested it, and it works. It is a Big Ben West Clocks electric clock. It is this gorgeous blue color. How beautiful is that? I thought this was beautiful, and it has this gold or brass front. The stand is like all intact, and it's so nice. And y'all, it works seamlessly. You plug it in and it has like such a smooth rotation. Oh my goodness, the second hand is just like so smooth. No hesitation, no lagging, no clicking, no noise, no nothing. It's beautiful. And the hubby really liked that one, so we grabbed that. So we got some fabricy things. This she actually just grabbed to wrap some stuff in, and I was totally okay with it. It's some kind of like window dressing or something where it's only like one side panel or something like that. She didn't know what it was. She couldn't find the other one, but she used it to wrap some of the stuff in. It's just a gorgeous fabric that I could repurpose into anything else. Use it to dress up something, or actually it's got this nice flat edge on this side. So I could actually put this on the dresser or the new buffet and use it as a kind of like dressing on the top whenever I layer the decor on there. So that's cute. And then I found a lot of these. It's a bunch of little doilies, and they are this gorgeous yellow color. They look like that, and there's a few different sizes, and I love the different shades of yellow. Very pretty. Perfect for the fall. I thought that was adorable. They could be coasters. You could just use them as embellishments. Very cute. And then I was so happy to see these because Christmas is right around the corner. And if you don't know, I am all about the Hallmark twinklies. I love all the things that have to do with Christmas decor, and especially vintage Christmas decor. And look, it's a ton of handmade little snowflakes, doily style little things. I was just ecstatic about these. All of this was a part of the 20, guys. All of it. Crazy. Look at that. There's so many. Oh my gosh, this just made my day. I love these. These will be going into my tree. Coyotes. Then there was this one. It's this little handmade one. Beautiful. That will also go into the tree. And then this one. So gorgeous. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I was so happy with that. She had a ton of lamps, and they were, I mean, gorgeous lamps. They had some amber glass, like hobnail lamps. They had another like red glass with some milk glass top. I mean, I'm talking about if I wanted to resell those lamps, that would be some buku money, because someone that is a collector would know that those lamps hold some value. And I just didn't want to take something that, number one, I didn't have a place for. Number two, I couldn't store until like the fall market or something to try to sell them. And I just figured someone will come across them that will absolutely love and treasure them, and they can incorporate them into their home. But I did find one lamp that I felt resonated with me. Check this out. OMG, this lamp is beautiful. Look at it. It's black with gold detailing at the top and the bottom. Guys, this was me all day. And then you could take this off, and this is what it looks like underneath. Gosh. If there were ever a lamp to fit my house, this is it. If you don't know, my favorite color is black. And it's really hard not to just overwhelm the house with black stuff, because I love black stuff. Anyway, here goes a look at the little knob. Gorgeous brass. Oh, I was in love with this thing. That's the only one that I knew I couldn't leave without, so I had to get that one. All a part of the 20 bucks, guys. All a part of the 20 bucks. Okay, I'm gonna stand up to show you this because it's fairly tall. This one was actually, or these two things were actually the hubby's picks, which is so funny because I was like, he goes, hey babe. And I was like, what? He goes, come look at this. And he caught, and I go over there, and y'all, this is what he was showing me. You ready? He's so tall. He's so tall. It's a Christmas card holder. I was like, babe, I go, of all the things that grab your attention and you want, this is the thing. I was like, you are so funny. It's so funny to see what you pick. And the lady goes, he probably says the same thing about you. I was like, yeah, he probably does. So anywho, he liked it, but it had this big bow on it and stuff. But I told him, I was like, oh, we can dress it up and change it and make it total vintage. So we're gonna actually remove the little eyeballs, and I'm going to put vintage brass drawer pulls, and they are very dainty, very small. So it'll be perfect little eyeballs. And then I was gonna put like a vintage button or something here for his nose, because it's not gonna be Rudolph, it's just gonna be a reindeer. And I think that will make him so fitting to the house and a very nice addition to our Christmas decor. He's gonna be dressed up, total vintage, and I think he will fit in so well. And I might even find like a really cool vintage tie for him to wear as well. So yeah, there's that. That was the hubby's pick. Oh my goodness, he's so tall. He's almost my height. Like, that's crazy. And the next thing the hubby picked was this shelf. It's very pretty, actually. It's got this hand-carved wood detail here. And it has the like plate slit on the top, so you could put something there and it'll, you know, set there. But I thought it was beautiful. I actually have some similar ones going down the hallway. Our breezeway here used to be the dining room, but I turned it into our baking area. And now this is like a full baking room. And it goes into a hallway towards the back of the house. So we have this front of the house that's one big block. Then we have the breezeway that connects the two blocks. The back block is all the bedrooms and my office and stuff like that. From the breezeway, there's a hallway, and then the doors are on either side for the bedrooms. And in that hallway, I have all of the hubby's police memorabilia, all of his like police academy photos and any awards or whatever, or pins that he's been given and all of that good stuff. And I put shelves like this throughout there so we can put little police memorabilia and stuff on them. And it's like his hall of honor to what he does. So this will probably be going down the hallway. It's very pretty. It's a great size, has that gorgeous detailing again. And I thought that was a really good pick. Very nice. Like I said, we went there for one dresser that came with the mirror. So they wound up giving us the dresser, the mirror, a nightstand, and 2 chairs that came with the $50 that I paid just for the dresser. The 2 chairs were awesomely dated. The last date on them was 1929, and they are actually our spectator chairs for our chess and checkers games. So we have one big chair there. Underneath we have a little footstool where someone can pull it out this way, and that's where they'll sit. And then here we have our spectator chairs, and they are stunning. I'm gonna put an overlay picture so you guys can see them. They are beautiful, and they threw them in with what we were already getting for the $20. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, you have no idea. We literally left the house that morning for a dresser, and I was talking to the hubby because we were playing checkers the night before, and I was like, we need spectator chairs. Like, we need a place where everyone else can sit, because I rolled over my pink eBay chair, which I'm also looking to replace. I pulled that one over, and we were sitting there, and we pulled a chair from somewhere else. I was like, we need spectator chairs. So when we went, I couldn't believe that they were just willing to give us these chairs. It was incredible. So I took those 2 chairs and the other stuff that I was talking about. All right, guys, so that is pretty much it. I think that was everything. We got all this before I got sick, and I still have slight brain fog, which, y'all, like, COVID brain is a real thing. It is crazy to see how different you process information when you have that brain fog. It's incredible, and not in a good way. So anyway, I'm going to end it here, and I am so excited to get that shelf on the wall for the hubby's vintage mugs. I'm so excited to get all this other stuff cleaned, sanitized, and put it into its new home. And that's it. So awesome Facebook haul for $22. I am in love. And again, everything that you want, if you want to see anything and everything that I do on a regular basis and stuff, that's all on Instagram. I share my stories all day long. So many cool little things that I put on there as far as like what I find, what I come across, you know, different stuff like that. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, comment down below and let me know what your favorite find was, or what really cool, awesome thing have you found for like super cheap. Let us know, because it's always fun to share our stories. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell on your way out to be notified of new videos whenever I do post. You can follow me on my social media on Instagram, because that's where I do everything, at the Bates House, hashtag Bates House, pretty much anything, and we will be there. But for now, guys, that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey guys, Paloma here, and welcome to the Bates House. Since you're new here, I'm supposed to use this 1-minute clip to tell you what kind of content you'll find here, but to be honest, you just never know. But what I can say about what you'll find here is that this channel is just a small percentage of a reflection of me and my family. We are hardworking, motivated people who strive to create peace in our space no matter how overwhelming it may seem. We are creative and in love with our creativity and want to inspire others through our life's journey. If you'd like to come along and be a part of that, then subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell to be notified of all the new videos whenever I do post. I always have the best of intentions to share information with you guys that you can actually utilize in your lives, and just hope that we can create a community out of it going into this next year. See you guys soon. Bye.